is more white, more wealthy. A new study says that minorities would be disadvantaged if colleges only considered as test scores. In the wake of the sweeping college admission scandal that sparked a national conversation about inequality in higher education, researchers at Georgetown University wanted to know what enrollment at the country's top colleges and universities would look like if students were admitted based solely on their test score. The answer: more wealthy and a lot more white. A test-only admissions policy would raise the median test score at the top 200 colleges in the country from 1,250 to 1,320, and more than half of the students currently enrolled would be replaced. The experiments showed that a test-only admissions policy would increase the share of white students at the top colleges from 66% to 75%, and the combined share of Black and Latino students would decrease from 19% to 11%. The share of Asian students would fall slightly from 11% to 10%, while 60% of incoming freshmen at selective colleges already hail from the top quality of family, social, and economic status. The share of those students would increase to 63% if students were admitted based on standardized test scores alone. In the wake of college admission scandal, our thought experiment tested whether removing literacy and social capital from admission equation would have a more equitable outcomes, says Anthony Carnegie, director of Georgetown University Center on Education and the Workforce, in the report published at author. But a test-only admissions policy would only further privilege in the higher education system. Selective colleges and universities have long used a holistic admissions process by taking into account things like high school grades, essays, letters of recommendation, activities, athletic ability, and ability to pay tuition, in addition to the test scores. But many higher education policy experts agree that those admission practices give the upper hand to students who are already advantaged. Indeed, income inequality in education has a long history, in large part because so much of K-12 budgets are dependent on the local property taxes, meaning wealthier communities with higher tax base automatically have more money to pay for things like better teachers, AP courses, and college scholarships. Our Arbit provides a leg up in the college admission process. Combine that with families who can also afford coaching for the SAT and ACT, additional counselors who go over college essays with a fine-tooth comb, and cost for recreational sports, music lessons, and other extracurriculars, and admissions to the most elite colleges is assumed by many lower-income families to be out of reach. That narrative has been amplified by the recent college admission scandal, and the report itself comes in the wake of the College Board, the organization that administers the SAT, rolling out a new diversity score that aims to capture a socio-economic profile of every student. The report also comes as a current legal battle over Harvard University's race-based admissions preference policies ensues. It risks that students then live end up and let in America tops colleges would become less radically diverse on the basis of small differences in test scores. Georgetown director of research at the center and co-author of the report says, Canaver and Strauss underscored that despite the perception that Black and Latino students benefit from affirmative action admission policies, in reality they are not admitted in significant number with lower scores. As, as the experiment showed, 27% of enrolled students whose SAT score is lower than 1,250 are Black or Latino, and 55% are affluent and white. Unset-only admission policies are not the solution here, since research shows that the standardized tests are not strong enough predictor of success in college to warrant them being used alone. As the Victorians found, only using standardized tests for admissions would create student bodies that are less ra- racially diverse and slightly more affluent, but not much more likely to succeed in college. The questions of how heavily to weight standardized test score and in admission decisions is about more than fairness in admission. Hanover and Strauss write in the report, at its heart, it is a question about the goals of our higher education system and what we do when those goals are in tension.